Television is so different. It really depends on who you have involved in it, track record and all those things entirely. I understand if I just wrote a 2-paragraph idea for a series, I or anybody wrote it, everything would depend on who I got enlisted aboard it and whatnot. I think networking and everything, it's very important, the politics of television. I think now, from when, again, I'm just talking secondhand, I do think having an original voice is helping much more. In programs like Monk and Weeds and things, they're trying to be more original. But generally in writing, see, I would tell I may have said this earlier in this interview, but I tell my students at NYU, the first thing is to improve your personality. I don't care about your writing, because it's writing, getting movies done, television, is an arduous, difficult process with all the people who are involved these days. Notes and people, detestable people. And so obviously anybody in their right mind wants to work with somebody they like rather than somebody they don't like. And unless you really think you've got something, the Kohinoor diamond here, be likable. I don't mean, certainly not lick boots, because actually they like to be insulted a bit if you do it wittily enough. Mm-hmm. But, because another line I always used to use when I was selling pitches to movies, I'd say this movie probably will fail. Most movies do. But if it succeeds, what an upside. That's what they really want to hear, because most movies fail anyway. But if you can appeal to their greed by thinking that if it works, it's going to be huge. They don't want to know that if it works, it's going to be just good or win an award. They want to know it's going to be huge. And that's a piece of advice I would give writers. And also, every writer practically I've heard talk at this kind of thing, they're very self-pitying, which I think is a bad idea anyway, but they usually start off, I've heard 2 or 3 quite distinguished writers, start off saying, we the writer, we're the only ones who face the agony of the blank page. Everybody else has something to do, we're the ones. And I say, actually, you're idiotic. The blank page is the greatest moment of writing a script. It could be the greatest script in the world. It's going to go downhill from here as you write it. But be happy that you have the privilege of facing the blank page. And that should be, I say, that should be your approach to writing.